Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to City Skylines. Now, the plan today is we're not really going to do a great deal with our city over here. We've got a few things that are going on with it, but we're not planning to do a massive amount. We've got our city over here, which is now growing, and we do have a load of houses that are starting to be built. If you remember, I actually put in a whole load of plans for where the high density residential zones could be built, and hopefully enough of them will go up in the very near future that will allow them all of the power to sort of join together. So everything will get power, everything will have all the basics that it needs, and we're not going to need to worry about it. We've got our dam over here. The water in this lake here is slowly rising up, but it's not high enough yet. At the moment, most of the water it's sort of gone level on this lake, and the water is running out this way on the canal, and it's running down through there. So we are going to be completely closing that off. Now, if we go to, actually, I need to do it this way, go there on the water. You can see quite clearly at the moment that the water is flowing out down here and heading off down there, and then is coming into here. This isn't moving. This isn't changing at the moment, and this is a bit of a problem for us. And we've got all that water is flowing this way on the canal, which we really don't want. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to close this off just a little bit further. I also have a big demand for some more industrial zone. This is all eventually going to be industrial. We got a little bit of traffic building up, but remember... Ooh, wow. Okay. Traffic is so bad on here now. Oh, that is fantastic. That is absolutely brilliant. It is completely chock-a-block all the way into this district. Part of the reason is... this is just awesome. Look at the traffic that is built. I mean, there's no serious traffic over here yet. But I reckon it's going to build up. No. We've got commercial zone all the way around the edge of this, and I think that commercial zoning there is contributing a lot towards the bulk of the traffic. If we were to remove all of that and just have residential, I think it would make quite a significant difference. I'm not going to do that though. I'm going to keep it exactly as it is, and we're not doing anything else about traffic in this city, this area of the city. This is going to be the most congested part of the entire city. I might put in a couple of plants to deal with some of the garbage, but probably not. I'm probably just going to leave that as well, because I think it's going to be very, very cool. I think it's going to be an awesome little exercise in sort of finding out what we can do with a city and the different areas that we can do. I haven't actually made any specific zones, and I don't intend to just yet. There's something that I will do later on. Another thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to build a new island in here where we're going to take care. We've got demand for industrial land at the moment, which has got to be the industrial land over there, or we need to build some more offices. I want to build an island here, which is going to be a little bit higher than the prison island, because that's kind of a dump. It's sort of more on a par with that one over there. And I'm going to cover it with offices. It's going to be our office island, which now that we've gotten rid of the poop and we've cleaned up this, it's going to look a lot better. But first up, we've got this very, very important task to take care of. We're going to go down here, and we're going to do that, and we are going to start just closing this gap here. So we want to start just bringing that up a bit, and... yeah, right, I don't actually want that bit up there. I think I'm going to go with the medium one, and we'll go with that. And then if I go right-click on there, it should now start lowering that down again. That's good. There. And then we'll start bringing this up a little bit. So I don't want it to go up a tremendous amount at the moment. Let's close that off. There's a lot less. There's still water going through there, but there's a lot less than there was, which means that this lake here is now going to start filling up. Crossroads and intersections are too close. Have you lost your wallet? Yeah, so I'm going to keep getting this warning over here, crossroads and traffic, because of just how tight I have got some of these junctions down here, which is going to cause some serious issues with the city. Don't care, it's staying like it. It's not going to change. Right, now... that's actually turned around. There was still water pouring out over there, but that's now changed a bit. So where's the actual water source? Is that it down here? I don't know what's going on here. I got a feeling that's actually a sunken ship. We've got a ship there that is sunk below the waves. But there's no more water going through there, and this is still running out this way. So why is this? I know that I've got water being pulled out of the lake from there, which I actually thinking we should change that round. I was thinking that I should move the water pumps and put them over here onto this part of the river so that everything else still keeps running. Now, the idea is that is not going to change. But look, we've now got no water at all running out of here. It is just literally sitting level. And I've still got the water running through here, and that's flowing down that way. And then I've got water here to the base of the dam, but still there's no change on the actual dam. So this seems to be, because what we've got is 4 pumps there, and then I've got a load of pumps here on the lake. And it's the pumps on the lake that we need to change. If I move them over this side and put them onto this river rather than anywhere else, I think that is going to actually really help. But before I do that, I'm going to create a new point here that I can actually install these pumps. I want to put that out on this side, and I want to put them in here. So, well, first up, let's just see by putting this down how high it's going to bring it. Okay, that's too high. I need to lower that down. So, where do I want to lower it down to? There's a bit that I got to look out for. I got to find a suitable height, but the banks of this river are quite. Oh, here we go. This might be. If I go there, let's try setting it on that, and then we'll see what that does. So that should dig down a section of the riverbank right here, which will take it down low enough for me to build on. Yes. So I want to take out another section there. Pull that back in. Right the way in. That's not actually removing soil, though. It's not giving me soil. By doing that, it just seems to be... Is that like just costing me more? Oh, no, it is picking up some soil. It just doesn't seem to be... Oh, I know why. It's because it was also pushing the riverbank out a little bit. Anyway, that's fine on there. So now I can go and get these water pumps over here, and I can start moving them. So we want to bring you... I'm going to bring you all the way over here so that you're no longer using the water from there. I want to start using the water from this section here. So I could have just stuck them straight into the bank, but no, I wanted to build this little section over here. Right, so I got that. I'm going to have to run some power grid over to them as well. That's fine. We'll run this one over here. Let's zoom in and we go back onto there like that. And then onto the next one. Move you over here. So this will be 5 pumps just on this river here. And then when we've done that, we've also got 4 pumps over on the other river. So we've got plenty of capacity at the moment for water, but we'll be able to get some more water coming out of here as well without too much trouble. So we're removing all of this. That was actually lowering the level of the lake. I think that was one of the things that was affecting the level of the lake. But we know that the lake is a water source because of the river. The river was continuously flowing out of there, and at no point did we get any kind of suggestion that it wasn't going to keep doing so. So we put that one onto there, and we'll join it in like that. And I'll also join it in on that side as well. And then I'll bring out a piece in the middle there, and I'm going to join that one onto there like that. And then as I'm here, sort of doing things like this, we'll put a piece onto there, and a piece onto there, and then a piece across there like that. Right, so we've got another area there that we can build on if we want to in the very near future. We need, finally, a power line to run from there over to the water pumps over there. And that should... There we go. Right, that has now allowed us to have water pumping all the way over. And we can just check the water now. Check how this has affected it. It's still quite a strong flow. It hasn't affected enough to change the flow of the water there. This water here, though, is now sat completely and it's not doing anything. I've still got water here that is flowing into the lake. I'm actually thinking that we should have bought this section here, because I wonder if that would have made any difference to when we were doing like other bits on here. I'm not really sure. If it would have made any difference to the water source and how the water source works. Does that make any sense to anybody? I'm hoping so, because it sort of makes sense to me. We'll remove these power lines here so that they're no longer just like bugging me, because they do. They bug me. They really do. And let's get rid of that. Right. Okay, this area over here is looking pretty good. We've got the skate park in there. There is a abandoned building there. Why were you abandoned? I'm not entirely sure why you were abandoned, but I mean, I got lots of new people moving into the city on a regular basis. There, it was saying about water, crossroads and traffic. Yeah, are you going to just keep telling me about that? I don't really care, to be honest, because, yeah, it's just one of those things. It's one of those things that's just going to have to be, and then we got destruction here. Few destroyed buildings. Doesn't seem to be any major destruction. I've got... 2 of these are now full. We're going to have to do something about those. We're going to have to start emptying them out, I think. So I don't want that. Land value, no. I've got garbage here. So garbage is... The garbage trucks are in here. The garbage trucks are coming over here, and they do seem to be doing fairly well. They're coming up through this tunnel here. They've got a bit of a wait to get there. We're short on the industrial land at the moment. So, as we've got... I didn't want this to be all the way across, but I'm thinking that I need this lake to fill up. Now, I don't know. I'm assuming that the lake can actually fill all the way up. So we're just going to leave that to run, and then hopefully this canal will sort of start to slow down a little bit very soon, although at the moment it doesn't look like anything is slowing down at all. The canal is just running continuously, so we'll have to leave that go. What I'm going to do while we're waiting for that to do something is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start raising up some new land. And this is going to be our new area for... Right, this is actually going to take quite a bit of land. I need it to go higher than that. So what we'll need to do is we need to come over here and I need to select an area there to mark from. And then I can start bringing that up. But I have no land available. I need more soil. I could dig out the bottom of this lake, but that's not something that I want to do. I could dig some more out here. It's not going to hurt, actually, for me to remove some soil from here. So if I just take that one there, I can just start removing some of this like that. And like pushing this landscape back in. That's going to work all right. We'll just kind of level out some of this hillside up here. Start digging down through some of this. Making a little bit of a valley there. There we go. Right, it's given me a load of soil there. There's other bits that I want to sculpt as well, and that is to do with this river over here. So I can actually keep taking stuff out of the riverbed there. Now, this I was using as a dumping point for soil, but I could actually do with some of that now. So we can dig off some of the soil up here. I should be able to get quite a bit of that. That's actually quite handy that we did that there. And then I still want to dig more of the bank out down here. I want to dig this back further and lower so that we go right into the base of the dam up here. This is the more tricky bit, is getting it right into the base of the dam. And I mean, the idea is that I get water going into the base of the dam. That is the kind of the whole crucial point of that, is to get the water in there. Then we can go back to this one, and I should be able to... Yep, I can keep building now. So I can build that up. I got a great big sinkhole that has just used up a massive amount of that soil. Here we go, we'll bring that over. I don't want to fill in that sinkhole that's down below me there. Kind of want to bring this out this way in between the two. That is all of my soil already used up. I don't want it to go any higher than that, so I just need to get more soil now. I think really we're just going to go down here. We're going to dig out. Nope, I need to dig it out. Yeah, the rocks can go beneath the waves down there, but no, I can just dig a whole load of it over here. Dig out a great big hole down here without causing any problems at all. It's not going to be... I mean, Okay, it does cost a little bit of money, but it's not hideously expensive. So it should be alright, and then we can sculpt an island right in the middle of our lake, ready for our office block. But we still need the other lake. The level of it has got to come up. Now, I've removed out, as you've seen, we've taken away all of the... we've taken away all of everything that was, like, removing water from the lake. All the pumps. The pumps have been removed. So we've not got that issue to worry about anymore, which is absolutely wonderful. Right, now we need to start bringing this over onto here. I want to bring this piece of island out that way. If I go up over the top of it like this, I'll get a better view of what I want to do. And that is bring that back round here. And then sort of sculpt this around like that. So how high does this go?
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Right, this is a problem. Oh!
A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
Okay, that was extremely inconvenient for us. Extremely inconvenient. We have got ruined roads. We got ruined everything. We got ruined everything right here. This ain't good. Right. There. How do I repair the road? Oh, I know. You go to roads and you go to upgrade like that. And then you can repair them. So we can start repairing these. Repair that. And those. And then a piece of road over here can be repaired. But the rest of it, can't repair that yet. We've got helicopters coming in to assist. I got a road there that I need to rebuild. I'm going to have to... Well, actually, I can do this quite easily. If I take that right there, and then I take that as a right click. I was making a mistake over on the island. That's why it's gone so high. So we need to landscape this out first. That's going to dig out some of the soil. And then I'm going to place some of the soil back in now. With that. That'll put some of it in. Smooth it all down. There we go. Right, that's actually taking it up a bit too high. So I need to set that as my point, I think. That's better. Lower it down a bit. We were trying to lift it up a little bit too high for this area. Bring that down there. There we go. Right. I've sculpted that back about as well as I think I can. It's looking good. So then I'll come out of that mode. And then we need to look at this. So, rebuild. Need to be searched for survivors by I see. Right, so we've got to get the disaster response unit in here. I'm going to get a road very quickly. So we've got the 4-lane road with the bus lanes, which is that one. And it's that one there. So that one needs to come out and go onto there like that. Right. That's the road rebuilt. Then, finally, I need to go to this one here, and I need to go to that one. Monorail tracks, and I can repair that one. And then I can repair that one as well. I've got a building on fire over here. Let me just join the monorail tracks back together again. I don't know if I want straight track or not. I think I just want this track. Yeah, I do. I want to go straight out of there, and then I want to join that in like that before I do anything else. So that comes into there. That's now joined back together. Excellent. These are being rebuilt. Let's get rid of you. What is wrong? Oh, that one's ready for rebuilding. The oil power plant. Excellent. That one can go back up. I've got a road over here that needs to be upgraded. I go to upgrade there and then repair that one and that one. All the other roads are now done. We've just got this. We've got a couple more buildings that need to be searched for survivors, and then we're good to go. We can, I can set all of these to ready for rebuilding. Oh, it doesn't even have an option for rebuild. It just says that they're ready for rebuilding. I'm guessing there, like the tropical garden, that's one that you've actually got to physically choose to rebuild. These over here, it doesn't make any difference. Rebuild the cemetery. There's still a load of dead people in it. So that's just a rebuild job, that one is. And then finally, we want to go back to here, and we want to redo... Right, so we had high-density residential on this area here, like that, and then we had low-density residential over on this side of the road over here. That is everything restored exactly as it was. It's taken a bit of cash to do that, but it was definitely worth it. Then we can come back into here, and I've got... Yeah, I do want the level terrain. Do I have the terrain? I don't think the terrain is at the right level, though. If I set the terrain to that level, that will dig off all of this hill here, and it will start sort of pushing out the sides of this. That's good. That's what I want to do. Bring the sides out a little bit. Take off the top. Remove the cap. That's a nice level area for us to start doing a bit of construction work on. There. I don't want to bring it out too much. The coloured bar... Yeah, I desperately need some industrial zone. I know that I need industrial zone. That's what I'm actually doing right now. I'm building industrial zone. Just let me get on with it, will you? Now bring that out around there. That's going to just lift some of this area. Yeah, we've got a nice big island coming up now. Not enough soil. Okay. I think that island is actually just fine as it is now, so we can go from here. So we've got a road that comes down here, and then it goes into small streets. So we could either build another road off of here, off of the bridge, and down onto this one, or we can do a bridge across from here to the main offices that we're going to build over this side. I think that I would like to do a road that comes down here. We've got the Magnolia Bridge over here, and I'm going to upgrade that. Now, that's 6-lane. Actually, I'm not. I'm not going to upgrade that one. That one's going to stay exactly as it is. That is 4-lane road right there. So I'm going to go to here, and we've got 4-lane road right there. Cannot upgrade to this type. So this one here, I could upgrade, which is just going to destroy that entire piece of city. So I don't want to upgrade that. Fix roads. Where can I fix roads? Oh, I got a piece of road there to fix. Repair. I missed a piece there. And that should then allow the rest of these to start rebuilding. Shouldn't it? Now that I fixed the road. Garbage is piling up. Yeah, I imagine it probably is. Imagine it is probably piling up horrendously. We've got a lot of dead people in this city as well. I think we may be getting a death wave come through fairly soon, because we did build most of this all at once, which I guess is going to hold things back a bit. I've still got, like, damage from the meteorite on here, and that might be why these aren't rebuilding. Why aren't you folks rebuilding? Ready for automatic rebuilding once demand for zone is up. I see, right. That'll come back in once, yeah, because we don't have any demand for housing at the moment. We've just got demand for this over here, right. Yeah, we'll ignore the dead, and we'll ignore everything else. We're going to carry on with this bit down here. So we want that one, and we're going to go with 4-lane decorative. And I'm going to bring that one over here. So I'm going to take there, and we're going to go... So that's the main road that comes through. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to go with the single lane. I'm just going to go with a small road like this. And it's going to come out of there, straight across, like that. There. I don't want it to go out to there. I want it to go off of... Yeah, see, I don't want it to go down too low. I actually want it to come up. Slope too steep. Bring it out to there, like that. And then it's going to come across over to here. And then it will drop down onto that area. And then we can do this on around our new island right here. So that one's going to come out. Actually, that one's going to go to there. There, out to there, like that. And then what we'll do from here is I'll then take it out from that way. And we'll go 90 degrees out there. And we'll go out... Nope, nope. Doesn't like it sometimes, does it? We go out to about that point there. Then we'll start coming around the edge of the island, like this, so that we can build a few offices in here. We are going to have to make sure that we do put in, like, a couple of other services as well, which we're going to need. I don't want too many services, though. I want mostly just the traffic to, like, take care of itself. And I'm hoping it can. So bring that into there. So then this central one here, this one's going to go straight around there, like that. And then finally we're going to have one that's just going to go across there, like that. Perfect. Right. So to come in here, we're going to want a... Do I have a medical clinic? I've got a medical clinic over there. I think it would be good to have a medical clinic in here. So I'm going to put that in this little block in here. Then I'm going to go with fire. And again, I'm going to put that one in this little block. There isn't enough room for it to go up there. So that one's going to go right there next to it there. And we're going to go with police. And again... Right, there isn't enough room inside the block. So I need to put that on the outside. It's a shame. I would like... Oh, there. I can put that one on the outside over there. That's going to lift the back of the island up a bit. That's fine. I can do with that. And... we don't want education. So we've got police in here, and we've got fire in here as well. It's not wonderful, but yeah, we got enough. Right, so then I need some water pipes, which is actually really easy. We can just quickly do that, and then join that in there. So we've got water. Then power, again, is a relatively simple process. I can simply take some power off of there, and I can put them onto there over there like that. So we got power that comes across. That is everything. I don't think I need, in order for this to run, I don't think I need anything else. I can put a taxi stand in here somewhere. I'll take one of them. I can put one of them up the back there like that. And actually, I'm going to put that one along here. Space already occupied. No. Right, I'll put one of them there. I'll put taxi stand in there. And... what about a monorail? Should we bring... No. We're not going to do the monorail. No monorails in here. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to have a taxi stand in the middle here. I'm not putting anything else in here whatsoever. So I got a little bit of... I think I've got pollution in here. Let's have a look at the pollution levels a minute. I don't. It's got a load of dead trees on the island, but there's no pollution here. The pollution on there is not great. And... I've got pollution levels here, which aren't exactly helping anything either. But I think it's still working. It seems to be doing okay. This water still seems to be staying clean. But it's still flowing this way. I don't understand why it's all flowing out here and it's not backing up at all. It's still something that needs to change. Yeah, well, I don't know how long that's going to take, but, I mean, eventually it will all change around. So we're going to go with that, and all the rest of this island here is going to be office blocks. So we'll do that, we'll go right the way around the edge, and I'm just going to color the whole thing in. All the way across like this. We've got one mass of office blocks on this island. There, that's it. Oops. That is Office Island right there. And those offices are going up at a tremendous rate of knots. This is absolutely brilliant. So that is going to take care of some of the demand for Industrial Zone. Doesn't look like it's taking... Oh, it's sort of. I think once the office blocks are actually built, then this comes down because it's sort of... that's it then finished. Of course, the big question is our one little bridge going to be enough for the traffic that's going to need to inevitably go backwards and forwards? It's going to be rather difficult for the garbage to be taken care of over on these office blocks. Again, that's something I'm quite happy to risk. We can run through that. That's working well. And then over here we've got... Right, so that one there is full. I've got 3,000 people in there. This one over here is almost full. So we've got a lot of full cemeteries at the moment. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to start emptying that one out, and I'm going to start emptying that one out as well. What about other cemeteries? Do I have any other cemeteries? I'm not actually sure if I've got any other cemeteries. So that if that one there is full, 79, 46, 43, 81. Right, well, if we empty these out... should I remove this section here? If I bomb this with a couple of asteroids, should I then empty it out? That's something I'm not sure about at the moment. The other... Yes, look here. There's an abandoned building in the city. Yeah, I know there's abandoned buildings. I don't care about the abandoned buildings. So, what's happening with our lake? It doesn't look like our lake is filling up. I mean, yes, admittedly, there's not a vast amount of water coming in. There's no water at all going out anymore, so why isn't it filling? This entire lake should be filling up. As we've got this dam all the way across, and nothing has changed on the dam either. There is one thing that's about to change. I'm just going to grab a little bit more soil from somewhere. From here. I want you. Yeah, I'll grab a bit of soil from this bit here. And I'm going to put a bit more. There, push that across. We can back that one. There we go. We can dig a whole load more off of there. So I've got quite a bit of soil turning up now. All the way along. Just sort of sculpt the shoreline a little bit. And I can just finish this bit off here. So if I come down there and right-click on the top, then left-click in between like that. It's just going to bring that up and form a proper bridge all the way across. There. A thing of absolute beauty. Right the way across there. Perfect. And there we go. Right. Absolutely wonderful. There is our... So we've got the bridge all the way across, and so we can put roads across there if we want to, or anything else like that if we want to, but that is a definite solid bridge. Now, it's going to leave a little bit of a thing here at the moment, but hopefully now we're going to end up... What? Oh, that slowed down, didn't it? It's not supposed to slow down. I'm supposed to have this running as fast as possible at all times so that we can keep filling everything up as rapidly as possible. Water has been sucked out of the lake over there, out of the river, but it's still flowing down here, and it goes right up to the base of the dam. The dam, this lake is not high enough yet, and it's not going to go any higher now until such time as these have filled that lake there up high enough that this water then backs up this channel and comes into the lake over here. So this is what we're going to need next. That's now underwater, so I think it is starting to work. I do think that it's starting to sort of change around a little bit. But, I mean, it still sort of suggests that we've got a strong flow in that direction. Where's it going from here? Right, I'm looking here at the little arrow. Oh, it's still... It's... Ah. It's all going that way. We'll keep doing this. Every single drop of water that this city produces is going to be put into this lake here. And every single drop of water that it pulls out is going to come out of these rivers. We got one lot coming out there, and we got one lot coming out from this river over here. They are not affecting this lake here. This lake is a water source, and eventually it should turn round and start coming back through here. The only other option we've got now is to actually physically start sculpting this. Remove the narrow that we've got here, remove the canal that we've got up through here, and instead of having a canal, we physically go along and sculpt it all the way up through, using the terrain tools, which could work quite well, admittedly. That could actually be quite a cool thing to do. We'll have to wait and see. Now, it's this bit here that I'm sort of wondering. I mean, if I do the sculpting... we built this so that we could keep bombing it with meteorites, and I thought that would be a really cool thing to be able to keep doing. We keep bombing it with meteorites, and that's going to remove all of the garbage, and we rebuild, and so on and so forth, which is a wonderful idea. But now I'm wondering if maybe we should remove those from there so that we can reclaim that land, and we don't have all that pollution on there anymore. It'd be quite good to be able to get rid of some of this pollution. And then instead of having that section there, we build a new area that has incineration plants. And we do all of our garbage with incineration plants. The only downside to that is that incineration plants don't seem to send out quite as many garbage trucks. So it sort of slows things down a little bit and doesn't work quite so efficiently as it once did. And that's the bit that's sort of making me think, well, maybe we didn't ought to do that. So I'm umming and ahhing on this one. That one there, I want to actually get rid of it anyway. So I'm going to empty that one. That's going to bring that garbage over into these. And then I will completely remove that one landfill site. And then we'll come back to these over here. We've got one that's full. And we've got several others that are... Actually, one that's almost full. Another one is almost full. So we've got a couple that are almost full. But most of them are around the halfway mark at the moment. Has our lake adjusted at all in any way since I was rabbiting on? It doesn't seem to have. I don't know if this has got like a self-leveling thing that stops it from going any higher. Is there like a water block when you're building maps that can do that? If there is, then my whole plan over here with the hydroelectric dam's not going to work very well. Going to be a bit disappointing, to be honest, but yeah, we'll wait and see. There's very, very minimal traffic coming over here to the office island, but we no longer have a massive demand for industry and offices. That's an absolutely awesome thing. It does mean that, yeah, we don't have that demand there, but also if there's not very much traffic coming into the offices, that's another good thing, because it means that we've not sort of got any to... We don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about... them not being able to operate efficiently because they don't have the services coming in. And I sort of feel like that's a good thing. Garbage trucks, on the other hand, we're going to start having some issues with them, especially over here. Now that this area is kind of all picked up. Oh, this is all... Why is this abandoned? I don't know why that was. Maybe it got abandoned because it had too much trash. It shouldn't have anything to do with power. There should be no power issues here anymore. And then we've got this over here. Demand for housing, when it comes back up, it will then rebuild. Because I've put in, we've got all the housing in there, so we're just gonna have to wait a little while, and then it should rebuild. Hopefully it will. But I seem to have got rather a lot of dead people here, and this is something that's concerning me a little bit. So let's have a look now at the death care, and how are we doing? I mean, it seems that we're taking care of the dead. We've got a number of crematoriums sort of scattered around. I've got a cemetery over there. I got one here that's emptying, and I got a cemetery there that's emptying. And I got a cemetery over here. I think what I need is another crematorium. And that is not that one. That is the crematorium. I think I want to add in more crematoriums to make this city work a little bit better. We've got one right there. I've got that one there. I'm going to build another crematorium in here. Right there, where one of those ruined buildings was. And I've got one over there, which is right on that area. Okay, I think we're all right for crematoriums there. There's a bit of a lack of crematoriums over here. See, I've got more dead people. It's because I'm emptying out these cemeteries, and it's sort of making it struggle a little bit, I think. So I'm going to put in another one right there, and hopefully that will then be able to take care of some of the additional bodies that we're having to deal with. I hope. A couple extra of them. That's not going to hurt. We've got another one full over here, and we've got 99% there, so that one's going to be a third one full, which means that we're slowly approaching the point where we want to bomb this place with a massive, great big meteorite. Garbage trucks in use. 2, 11, 13, 15. Those will be 0 on those two. That one's almost done. Yeah, we're all right. We're all right with that. And you, I'm going to be removing. And then we'll build a load more in here. Anyway, that's all I got time for today. We will carry on with this next time, as usual. It's what we're going to do about this. Because this doesn't seem to have changed very much. This is my next sort of big project. I do believe it might actually be filling up a little. I don't know if I want to believe that it is slowly filling. But at the moment, I genuinely don't know. There is one way that I could find out. We go over here. It's like that difference there between the two. You can't really tell because the water's flowing this way. It's got waves going across the lake. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.